Wow, my house. It's so cool. Wow, this is amazing. The lot pretty much cleared. Now that looks big. Nice, the posts are in.
Hey, my name's Tal, and I've been traveling the world for the last 8 years. A little before the global pandemic, I fell in love with a small island in the Philippines. I experienced complete freedom, fell in love with surfing, and had memories to last a lifetime. So much so that I decided to build a house here. So let's build a house in Siargao.
They sent me a cool offer and we're gonna go with it. I trust your judgment. Let's keep it the way it is. If you're currently inside of my living room, this is kind of like a mini garden. This is the kitchen. Maybe on this side of the house, I will put a surfboard rack. This is me showering. When you look at it, it kind of looks small, but I know once it's actually built up, it'll look a lot bigger. Wow, my house. It's so cool. Wow. Super cool. How are you guys? How's it going? Afternoon. Okay. Yeah. How's it going, bro? How are you, Kuya?
Fine.
How's it going? Good to see you. Wow. This is amazing.
Sir Joel, our team leader.
Our
worker.
So we're on like day 5 now. Look how amazing the progress is so far. We have the lot pretty much cleared. Now that looks big. That looks huge. So this is the frame, right?
Yes, this is our first step how to make a layout.
Right.
This is our first step. To be called, that one is a butterboard. And I will use this string. And this part is square.
Right. So the strings are giving us the dimensions.
This part is this is our reference.
Amazing.
And then to be sure how to make a L square is one plywood. Put this area.
Yeah.
Because if you want to use a small L square is probably that is not proper. So better you use a big plywood to make a platform this one, because plywood is a good L square.
Right. Wow, this is awesome.
Secured. So this is our post. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There
Okay.
are 6 posts. This is our area, your kitchen.
Yeah. Wow, big kitchen. Nice. The posts are in. That's super cool. Amazing. So much progress. And that's the big piece of wood, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, we're gonna keep this one. I don't know if you saw the messages. We have a group chat on Facebook where we talk about the ideas for the house. I'm gonna try to make a kitchen or a bathroom sink out of this. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I'm gonna carve this out into a sink. I'm gonna try.
You're right.
Yeah. So let's keep this one and not throw it. Okay.
Okay,
We just keep this one here for now.
I try to secure as along this area, but the problem is the main road is very big.
Right.
That's why.
It's okay. I think this will be more than enough. I will be able to. I'll slice it in half. So we got the main frame of the house. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and give you guys a more proper tour because we're gonna start from the morning tomorrow. But we've got the sand and the gravel pile over here, and then obviously we have the shed for all the materials, which is looking amazing. This is so cool. Wow. So it's made out of plywood. We got plywood, amakan, cocoa lumber, GI, the roofing. So this is where everything will be stored for the construction project. And it's a way for them to keep everything secure while we're building, which is amazing. Other than that, you can see it's really starting to take shape now. Like, we've got the actual dimensions of everything coming in. It's super cool. This is amazing.
So walking onto the lot today, what you can actually see my workers doing is the frame that they built for the house. So the frame for the house is basically using plywood and string, sort of like fishing wire, but it's a little bit stronger than that. It's like sort of a flexible nylon wire to build out the exact dimensions of what the house is going to be. And because since our entire floor for the whole house, outside and inside, is going to be concrete, they can make one large square. Then, using those strings, they can divide different portions of the house for different uses. So for where the bathroom is going to be, the CR, the kitchen, the living room, the staircase, they're able to use these small strings and plot in exactly where each thing is going to be. This sort of builds us a frame for where the house is going to be built, and it helps us better understand the exact dimensions of the house. Hi everybody. Hi.
Hello.
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 I like you.
I like you.
This is nice.
That's nice. I like
If I do punch you, it does not hurt.
your vanilla face.
Wow! Portia and Daphne! What are you guys doing in here?
We're going somewhere.
We're going to eat some sushi. Sorry.
We're waiting for a driver.
Wow. Between you and Philip, I'm not going to be able to make money on my YouTube videos. There's no way. I'm going to have to censor every 3 words. Alright, we're continuing the day after cleaning plants. My uncle and aunt, Dorchela and Gaffney.
Your uncle and
My uncle and... We're going to go eat sushi in a place called White Banana. So let's go eat some sushi. You guys excited?
oh yeah.
Okay. Should we go?
Yes.
Can we eat cornflakes for like
Cornflakes?
cereals?
Can you drive?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so we got some mahi sushi. Look at that. It's a nigiri, so just a plain mahi with some wasabi and some sushi rice. You guys excited? Good morning, everybody. We made it back to the lot. You can see now the interior of the storage area. And the boys are making some hollow blocks, right? Wow. This is cool. I've never seen this being made before. So you put in the mix into the mold, press it, and I guess we're leaving this to dry for a little while. Pila size 4? 4. So this is a hollow block size number 4. There's like a 4, 5, and 6 that are standard in building here. Usually in Siargao, the only ones I've been able to find are the 4 and 6. So this is size 4, and it's going to be our layout for the house. Super cool. There's so much progress being made here every day. So again, what we're standing next to right now is the main area of the house. This is going to be sort of the indoor area. You can tell it's pretty small. It's not a huge area at all. You know, with the bathroom being back here. But these are going to be the stilts for the house that the house will sit on. These big cement posts to give the house structure, to give the house more strength in the long run. And yeah, you can see those big sort of cubes going all the way around the house. And there is the interior area. You can see the hole for the deep well here. This is what we were talking about the other day. It's being dug right now. And then on this side will be the septic tank area. We're keeping those two away from each other, so there's no way that they interfere. But I believe that this will be the chambers for the septic tank. You can see, as we're working on a tight area, everything is really close to the border. But I mean, it should be enough space at the end of the day for it to be an enjoyable, nice lot to stay in. Also, I mentioned this the other day, yesterday when we came here. This was a big stump that was sitting like right in the center of the house. So while I was talking to Louis and Kim about what exactly we want to do with the interiors and the furnishings of the house, I decided that I'm going to try to make my own sink. I was looking at wooden sinks, and just to cut cost on saving a little bit, we have this huge chunk of wood, which I think with some power tools I might be able to shave into a proper sink. It's not going to be the longevity of a sink made out of porcelain or something, but the stump is big and heavy enough, and it seems to be thick enough all the way through with not so much damage that I'll be able to maybe carve out a nice bowl out of there. But worst case scenario, I found on the Philippines version of eBay or Amazon, Lazada, and Shopee, just like big bowls that I could also screw in a little drainage at the end and turn it into a nice wooden sink. So one of the main benefits to doing what we're doing here behind with creating the hollow block, in Siargao, the hollow block is really, really expensive compared to other places in the Philippines. While in Cebu or even in Surigao City, the closest city to here, they range between 6 to 9 pesos per hollow block. Here on the island, the most affordable ones I've been able to find have been 24 pesos per hollow block, or maybe at the highest 26 to 27. And if you talk size 6 and above, they get even more expensive. They can go up into the 40 peso per block, which ends up making a build really, really expensive. So this was a strategy when I was first talking to different contractors. Before the contractors I chose with, they told me that making the hollow blocks on site ends up saving a few pesos here and there, maybe as much as 6 or 7 pesos in the long run.
It's definitely more time consuming, as these guys have to actually put together the hollow block themselves, which is not an easy process. Put in and boom, hollow block. So I guess we're gonna let those sit and dry and harden up, probably a few days. And you know, that's a way to save a little bit of money in the long run on what we're doing. It's, again, more time consuming, more difficult on the construction workers overall, because we could just get a shipment. But the problem is, again, this island's pretty rural. It's pretty provincial here. Like, you can see the road coming through to my lot is not, it's not the best road in the world. So if we now get a delivery of hollow blocks into the lot, it could end up costing us more, because there's going to be hollow blocks that'll break along the way, and if we're trying to import them from off the island, different places, they have to go through a ferry journey and then a tricycle journey and then on and on and on. So there's a lot of risk for the hollow blocks to not survive. So the last thing that I wanted to chat about was the shed that's directly behind me right now. This is actually included in the cost of the entire construction project that we detailed before. Again, this thing can't be more than $100 or 5,000 pesos. I would assume it's even less than that. It's made of very rudimentary materials like cocoa lumber, which is very cheap and readily available on the island. Just some strips held with amakan, which is the bamboo sheets that are put together in the Philippines and used for a lot of simple and, you know, basic native houses. And then corrugated roofing on top, which is just the metal roofing just to stop anything from getting wet on the inside. The nice thing is that I can keep this thing at the end. It's not like they're going to take it down if I don't want them to. And so it's really nice because I can repurpose this shed in the future for different things. And to detail some of those concepts for you guys, this is what I was thinking. So, you know, in Siargao, there's a big skate culture, a big surf culture. I'm gonna need a place to, you know, store surfboards, and whoever's gonna live here while I'm not here is gonna need a place to store their surfboards and or skateboards. So at the moment, what I'm thinking is to maybe move this shed just a little bit further to the back once construction is done, if it's possible to move it, and make this a sort of skateboard storage facility, maybe double wall it with plywood on the inside just to make it a little bit more thick, so we can store things in there a little bit more easier, and maybe put a door in here and just make this a place to be able to store skateboards. This will also tie in with the skateboard company that I'm trying to start off in the future. I was thinking about maybe making it a tiny workshop, but there's not so much room in here for it to be a workshop. And the place where I was thinking the surfboards is directly behind that gravel pile. I was thinking to put a surfboard rack there, so that's where the surfboards will be. The nice thing about this is that the back end of it stretches out really strategically. So we planned this out to where we put it. I wanted it back here because over here in this plot of the land, I know I teased it a couple days ago, we're planning on doing something with chickens. Basically, there's going to be a bamboo wall that shoots out of here to the edge of the triangle, and back here behind this shed, just to stop the sounds, I'm planning on buying some really cool chickens. Again, I don't want to put any more details on this now. I'll talk about it later, but basically this end of the shed could be a nice big area for the chickens to roam around, to breed, to live their life. And even once they get accustomed to this area, what I'd like ideally is in the mornings, I open up the door, let them run through the yard. You know, there'll be a fence so they can't really fly out, and then come back in here when they're comfortable to eat, do whatever. So I want to train these chickens to live a comfortable, happy life in this big area. It's a very nice big area for chickens. So that's the plan at the moment, but we'll see how everything progresses. We're going to wait to import those chickens until we've made some progress on the fence. We're just leaving the preliminary morning visit to the lot. I'm trying to make it a habit to come here all the time because it's only 10 minutes away from where I'm staying. So I'm going to come here later with my good friend Sal. It's also good, you know, especially when you're a foreigner here, to make sure that you're continuously checking up on the work. Like, I'm not saying anything bad about the workers. It's getting hot in the middle of the day, but definitely when I arrived, they were all chilling out and not doing anything. So when I arrived, all of a sudden everybody started picking up work again, which is good. I'm happy, but I definitely want to develop a relationship with them where they are happy with me visiting rather than uncomfortable. I can understand that being on camera is not something that everybody is comfortable with, but it's part of this project, and why we're doing this in the first place is to document and show you guys how you can build a house like this. But I was having a moment there right now. I was looking at it a lot and I was like, wow, this is surreal. This is absolutely surreal that this is my money, my workers at the moment, my construction project. I'm building a house. Insane. I got a little bit of anxiety in the middle. I was like, wow, am I in too deep? Am I trying to do something that's not really possible? Or is that going to be way too difficult?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Hey, morning. How are you?
Thank you.
This is Max.
Okay.
Thanks, Max.
Okay.
And I think I left my keys in the tuk-tuk. What an idiot I am. Look at that. That's how much my brain is scrambled from this construction project. But anyways, I'm gonna get to work on that. There's a door that I need to go see in GL because somebody is selling a door, a used door that's cheap, for 2,500 pesos for a big door. So I want to go take a look at that. I need to print out some more papers, so I'm gonna go do some admin and probably visit the site again later today, just to give another visit on how much hollow block they've created. And yeah, we're off to a great start so far, man. And my feelings, I'm really excited. I'm nervous, obviously, about the prospects of this project. Like, we're only week 1 right now, but you know, the planning for the project's to be done in 4 weeks. So if I can come back here in 3 weeks' time and I have a house, that would be crazy. But let's see what happens. I'm gonna keep the faith strong for now, and we'll see what goes on.
And that is the end of another house building episode here in the Philippines. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a single video, because we're going to show you guys every aspect of building a house here on the island of Siargao and how you can build your own house here in the Philippines. And we'll see you guys in the next one. I love you long time. Goodbye.